Roman Empire.
Whenever the Roman Empire conquered a land on this continent, they called that piece of land Africa. It goes back to the times of Carthage. You ever heard of Hannibal?
Hannibal. No.
And see, that's our problem. Most Africans, we don't know where we're coming from. We don't know where we're going.
African, we don't tire. So here comes the African giant. Many people don't try.
What can I say that?
But you can't test the African giant. If you're more logo, oh no, making them logo, oh no, you need to do like go to go to.
What's up, everybody? This is KP, your boy Cut to Poison and Pen Drive with the late night show with Cut to Poison and Pen Drive. As we always say, like and subscribe. Comment. And follow me on my Instagram, Cut to Poison, KOTEPOISON. Pen Drive, what up?
Cool.
You ever come with him?
I saw catch me.
The only
Minimum.
shout out a man can't show.
Yeah, weapon.
Because I want you to learn something. Today, I'm going to teach you guys something. Let's show BB.
Majazi.
Bibi amunim. Bibi amundren home. You know, unim cross what? It's good to rehash things we know sometimes. Am I right?
Right.
I'm kind of telling you.
So say now, might be a moon dream. As someone who died and found for that. And none a break your mom.
If you were to ask me what advice I had for anyone, youth, anybody, it would be one advice. And that advice would be know thyself.
Mate.
When we say know thyself, that can mean many things. But sometimes we always think it's something grand. If you say Bibi Kassier, it's something big. But its understanding sometimes must begin very small. And Tiasiano? Oh. It Kassier. But sometimes no, do baby so
yes.
There's a saying, as above, so below. The tree will be what? There was no. No, no, form.
Yes.
Okay.
There was no. No, form.
You know, sometimes in order to move forward, you need to know where you're coming from,
Ampa.
right? Because if you don't know where you're coming from, you could be going backwards. Uni baby a o kwa, na baby a o free a. Wa ba o ko wachi o uni.
Understand?
Because only baby a o free.
Backwards.
Pen drive.
Sir.
Obi ka say o free here, obi ka say.
Because I'm free here. Me free Ghana.
Ghana. Into your ding.
Me a Ghanaian.
You're Ghanaian. Young Kosro kakra.
Okay.
What continent are you from? Continent being now free.
Say Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana or continent being.
Me a veteran.
Yes, but continent being to say the US, the North America. That's a continent.
Okay.
Asia, that's a continent. Continent being the African.
African.
See, they make no. The African.
Yeah.
And I'm a boy.
Sir.
Oh boy.
The African.
The African.
Nah,
Maybe they're in African.
But what? Any African.
You're confused.
Now you're confused.
Exactly. And that's most of us. Most of us are confused. Did you ever think and ask yourself where the name Africa comes from? Let me be free. Africa. Right? And you see a lot of these Pan-Africans. I'm African and I'm proud. We are Africans. We have our rights. So what's that? You hear Malema say it?
Just
Dr. Arakana saying it. Even our dear Kwame Nkrumah said it.
Okay.
But sometimes you need to dig a little deeper. Right?
So.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you were ever enslaved, right? And I say, me yo makwa. And I say, oh yeah, makwa. Yes, you're my slave. Let me say, because you're my slave, I will now call you Kote.
Kote.
Say, we are free, udwania. So be from Kote.
Change me.
We change you, Diana Meboa.
Change me.
Enti, so once the sound Dina. So if you don't change your name, let's say if you don't change your name, you were a slave and I call you Kote. And now you're not a slave anymore. You're not going to keep the name Kote, right?
No.
Because if you keep the name Kote, that means you're still
a slave.
A slave. This is why we need to assess some things. And this is why the Europeans, the ones in the know, the ones in power, they laugh at us. They laugh at these Pan-Africans because you sound crazy to them. You sound stupid to them. You sound ignorant to them. And you're probably wondering why I'm saying this, right? The word Africa was given to us, to this land, right?
Sure.
The lands that Europe, specifically Rome, conquered on this land we call Africa. So the whole continent wasn't called Africa. Some say it was called Akibolan. Some say it was called Kemet. We don't know. We weren't there. But what we do know is the name Africa. Africa.
I'm African.
Was given to this land by Romans, by the Roman Empire.
Roman Empire.
Whenever the Roman Empire conquered a land on this continent, they called that piece of land Africa. It goes back to the times of Carthage. You ever heard of Hannibal?
Hannibal, no.
And see, that's our problem. Most Africans, we don't know where we're coming from. We don't know where we're going.
I say, Ayila.
Ayila.
We are lost.
You need to be free. The sorry, you're African, you're Ghanaian, you're Nigerian. But we never really consider who gave us those names. Your slave master gave you those names. Also, you're African. That means you're a slave. You belong to Rome. You're one of the conquered people of Rome.
Late night with Cutted Poison. Shit.
Call it poison. Bunny Pandas. I bring the beat.
More music on tunesjam.com.